left here.
So this is a hyperbola. And we are going to find as much as we can before the period ends.
So your vertex?
So I need my center first.
Oh, it's negative
My
1, 3.
center is at negative 1, 3. So there's my center.
Vertices.
Now, the 4 would tell me to count up 2 and down 2. And the 25 would tell me to count
Over 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Left
and
and right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my box. If this were an ellipse, I would do exactly that same thing, but I would connect them with an oval. All right. Now, here are my asymptotes. And before I can really proceed, I need to know how this thing opens. So remember, your options are, it can open at the sides, or it can open in top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
This one opens on the top and the bottom because why?
Y's first.
Y is first in the equation. So this is what my hyperbola looks like. Now, notice that the hyperbola hits the box. That point is the vertex. This point is the vertex. Your hyperbola has to touch that box, and those points are your vertices. So this would be negative 1, 5, and this would be negative 1, 1. Those are my vertex points. Now, because those are the vertices, this is the transverse. How long is it? 4, because I counted up and down 2. So that's 4. This would be the conjugate axis. How long is it? 10, because I went back and forth 5. Now, the foci are always inside the little parabola shapes. So in other words, we're just going straight up and down from the center. So here's my center. I'm going straight up to that point. I could tell you what that is if you could tell me how far up to go. So let's see. I'm going straight up. So this is going to be negative 1, comma, 3 plus something. Now what's the something?
25 plus 4.
It is the square root of 25 plus 4, or the square root of 29. So I'm going to start right here at my center. Negative 1, comma, 3 plus root 29. And this one would be negative 1, comma, 3 minus root 29. And those red points are my foci. Now, what about asymptotes? Well,
Pick a point.
I need a point, and the point I'm going to use is negative 1, 3. That's my center. And what's my slope? What's your slope? Rise over run. What is it? Rise over run. 2 over 5. Now, almost always the asymptotes are full of fractions. There's no way around it. Slope is a fraction. So if you're not sure about the math, bring your calculator, type it in. Decimals are fine as long as they're not rounded off. So y minus 3 equals 2/5 x plus 1. So there's one of my asymptotes. Again, we're seniors in high school. I'm cranking through the arithmetic. If you can't do it, get your calculator out and do it that way. So this one So there are my asymptotes. You will get 0.4 and 3.4 or something like that.
Add 22 over 5 and 8 over 5.
I don't know how. This is 2/5, and that's 15/5.
Oh, I misplaced it. I put a 7. So I didn't have it right.
All right, let's see. Dayla, what do you feel like you might miss of all those 8 problems? Well, now 7, because we just did them.
Oh, God.
Can we do the vertex focus tricks and the
For the parabola?
yeah?
Yep, so I'm going to give you the equation of a parabola. And you need to find the vertex, focus, directrix, and focal width. This is the one where these are the easy ones. So you ought to be able to look at that and tell me the vertex. The vertex is?
-1? Or no, -4, 1.
No.
2 negative 4, boy.
1, -4.
It's a negative 1.
Yeah.
When I write,
It's a negative 1.
when I write a point, it has to be x comma y. So 1, -4. What's my focal width? 8. Good. Not -8, 8. Now to get the other ones, I probably need a picture to kind of see what's happening.
Yeah, girl.
Which blade is this guy open?
Left.
Down.
Left. Down.
Down,
What are you
boy.
saying? Left?
X is up there
Down.
and it's negative, so it's down.
Oh yeah.
Can you repeat it?
I get them mixed up.
No.
Okay, we gotta get them straight in our head. This guy opens down, it's an x squared negative, so he opens down. Now that means that to get my focus, I'm gonna go straight down, it's right here.
Two.
And I can tell you what that point is if I know how far down to go, and I do because I'm gonna go 1/4 of this number.
I always do divide
So if
by
I go
2.
down 2, I'll be at 1 -6. Dayla, you got it? Got it? And then if I came down 2, I'm gonna go up 2, and that will be at y equals -2.
Bang.
All right? You must still have time. Let's do one more. What?
You ain't asked me.
Time to go?
You ain't asked me which one I think I'm gonna fail.
I don't believe you. There's no one lined up at the door.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, it's her.
Huh? Cramping up. The kitties are failing. I don't know. Getting 2 T's.
Are you gonna help me? You're right. I'll see you Friday for our test.
First key before you even do that is your diet plan.
But why she got Mr. Landon?
Friday is test
Huh?
day.
I
I
can't
hope
first.
you're not saying anything you don't want on tape because you're over there talking right now.
Oh,
Oh, I said Mr.
wow.
Land. I'll tell Mr. Land. I'm saying